Good morning. I'm glad to be invited to this conference at WHO. I'm Smed, a professor at the Copenhagen University. I'm here today to talk about the problems associated with the cancellation of the Danish VAT tax. Cancelling the Danish VAT tax without evaluating it is like taking the medicine away from a deadly sick man without first checking if it helps him. It's like withdrawing a product from the shelves in the supermarket without knowing how much revenue you're getting from it. These things you would never do, but this is what happened to the Danish VAT tax when the politicians cancelled it without a proper evaluation. In October 2011, Denmark introduced a tax on saturated fat in food, which was a part of wider tax reform. Adopted 1 year earlier. Denmark was the first country to introduce this kind of a tax. All food in Denmark is already taxed with a VAT and 25%, one of the highest in Europe. The fat tax in Denmark amounted to 60.5 Danish crowns per kilo of saturated fat. This is equivalent to, for example, a price increase of 30% for butter. There are still studies shows that the taxations make people change behavior, and a change in the behavior is anticipated in Denmark. But we do not know if these expectations were proper, because the VAT tax was never evaluated. The tax could be executed by the companies in two ways. The companies could take the same price for a product and get a lower profit, or they could get the same profit by letting the customer pay the tax through higher prices. In Denmark, as in most other countries, the lower socio-economic groups have the highest prevalence of lifestyle-related diseases and obesity. And you may therefore presume that you would have seen the highest health benefits in these groups. And if the VAT tax had been evaluated, if the VAT tax had been evaluated, you may therefore assume that the tax VAT would reduce health inequalities. It was estimated that the VAT tax in Denmark would give revenue on 1.2 billion Danish crowns a year. The government could spend the revenue from the VAT tax on improved health and social securities for the most vulnerable. And why not pay a bit extra for the products containing most fat to help people change their behavior? So the fat boy next door will be able to change his behavior and no longer be the fat boy. And if the revenue could be spent on social and health-related issues, or to lower the price on healthy products by removing the VAT, why not do it? Why remove a tax without they could improve the society without evaluating the effect of it first? Just because the companies are complaining about administration costs and competition distortion, I believe that the removal of the VAT tax without a proper evaluation was a big mistake, a mistake the Danish population is paying for.